Our Splunk legal team requires we share the following. As you might expect, we'll be making forward-looking statements about our business and financial performance during the course of this presentation. Those statements are subject to risks and uncertainties that are described in our filings with the SEC. Please refer to the full text of the forward-looking statements slide for further information. We ask that you refrain from audio or video recording or rebroadcasting any of the content.
All right, friends, welcome to Faster Service Decomposition, Faster Time to Value in a Sandbox. So are you guys ready to play? Is everybody ready to play? Oh my God, can I get a clap? Hello? We've been standing here for like 10 minutes waiting with amazing music because of our tech folks back there. Cool. So you're probably here because you have some interest in ITSI, or you had a not great experience in ITSI, but you are willing to hear about how much we've improved in ITSI, and that is one of the major goals that we always have, is to listen to your feedback, and we listen to it by making this thing called a service sandbox that's in preview as of today. So as an introduction, my name is V Tran. I'm a senior product manager on ITSI. I PM'd Service Sandbox, but the really important guy is right here.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Hey everyone, my name is Amal Nair. I work on ITSI. I'm a senior software engineer, and I'm currently leading the ITSI Service Sandbox.
Yes, Amar is our tech lead, but between the both of us, we're not the only people building out. We have a team of other engineers that couldn't make it here today, building out Service Sandbox and also working on ITSI and Service Insights itself. So I do have a few questions for you. As most of these presentations go, we have to make it interactive so that you don't fall asleep on us and we don't fall asleep on stage. So raise your hand if you're already using ITSI. You know how this game goes. All right, leave your hand up if you remember your service decomposition process. Yeah, I see you. I see some of you. Yeah, service decomposition is a tedious process, to say the least. And during that service decomposition process, most of the times you'll use professional services. So which one of you actually use our professional services teams to do service decomp? We are such hands-on go-getters that we all do it ourselves in this crowd. Okay, good job. It is tedious, to say the least, when you do it by yourself, and even with our professional services team. And so we want to ease that process. So who wants to make service decomposition and mapping out your services faster? I really hope it's all of you, or else you wouldn't be in this room today. All right, friends. We know that one of the first things you have to go through during the implementation process of ITSI is actually by creating your services. What a concept. Service discovery and service decomposition is one of the first hills that you have to climb when you start implementing ITSI. We realize there's a lot of valleys and hills in between your ITSI journey, but we are currently here at the service decomposition process and making sure that's easier. So identifying critical services is one of the first steps, and it's one of the hardest steps. With the new Service Sandbox, two of the things we would be addressing is steps 2 and 3, mapping out those different dependencies directly within the ITSI UI itself. So you're never going to have to leave IT Service Intelligence. You stay within there, so you don't have to have a separate dev instance and a prod instance. You're still within ITSI itself as you map out those services. And you create those services, put in all their different dependencies, and show them to different teams. Who in here is an ITOA admin? Raise your hand. How many times have you gone to a different team and said, let me show you how cool ITSI said, and they were like, I don't want to learn SPL. ITSI is not sexy. That is your job. Yeah, been there. So this is also another use case that we wanted to solve of what if you are the ITSI expert and you wanted a way to actually showcase these different services to other teams to see the value and even map out their services so they can actually see it light up and understand their health score. So like I said, introducing Splunk ITSI, Service Sandbox now in private beta for our on-prem customers and preview for cloud. I didn't realize there was a difference, but our legal team told me there was a difference, so I had to clarify. So what are some of the benefits? As I had mentioned, you get to create services directly within the UI, which is an amazing experience because you're not sitting down in a whiteboarding with our professional services team all the time. Will it completely get rid of service decomposition and sitting down with a PS person? No, we are not there yet. We're like at least 3 years away. So I'm not gonna lie to your faces in this room. But it is a step in the right direction to have that in-UI experience where you can do it before pushing it to Service Analyzer. There's that visual collaboration when you're showing different teams that are not necessarily familiar with ITSI, and there is a lower chance of breaking the services that you already have in Service Analyzer and going through those different validation points. So today, Amar and I no longer work at Splunk for the next 5 minutes or so. Yes, we no longer work at Splunk.
Okay.
Hopefully my W-2 doesn't need to be updated. But we now work at Buttercup Bank.
All right.
Did you know you were going to work for a bank today?
No, not at all.
No, yeah, I didn't think so. So both of us are ITOA admins. We really want to set up our services. Did you know that some of the banks in the EU, if your critical services go down and you don't meet some of those SLAs, you actually get fined? I discovered that recently from one of our banking customers.
Okay.
So if we're a banking company today, we have to make sure we set up those services correctly, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Let's go through that creation process. So like I said, previously, whiteboard, not fun at all. Who has experienced this whiteboard before? Yeah, I know, same, I've been in there. So now we're putting that whiteboard in the product so that you don't have to do this all the time. Sticky notes, been there too. All right, let's get to the demo. So Amar, where do I find
Yeah,
what's
so
happening?
what I've seen is something called a Service Sandbox in ITSI app when I was working through it, and I did see something under the configuration tab. So we can actually go in and look at it together.
Yeah,
so-
let's go ahead
yeah.
and click that configuration tab.
Configuration, there is
All right.
Service Sandbox here. So I click on it.
Oh yeah, I used to have to only click on services and I create and I hope for the best.
Right.
I don't have to hope for the best anymore?
Nope.
No, that's great.
No. Yeah, let's see. So as we land on this page, we do see something new here, which is starting afresh and import content. So there are options here to say, create new services, or create from service template, or from import from CSV. For this today's exercise, probably we should just go ahead and create a new service.
Yeah, the Splunk guys are working with some of our other teams, so I don't have a CSV yet. So
Okay.
let's just play around with creating something from scratch,
Okay.
whatever that means.
Yep. Let's click on the create service. I'll just give a name, say custom banking service.
The audience is waiting. You're typing really
Yeah. Custom, I don't want to make a mistake, man.
Oh, okay, no mistake.
Custom banking service, and do I choose global for now?
Let's choose global. It's a lot safer. I don't want to have to deal with team permissions right now.
Right, so okay, so we choose global, and I don't see any option other than create and save, so let's just go ahead
Okay,
and click and
let's create the service. Okay, so I create one service. There are no dependencies. One node is not very valuable.
not valuable.
No.
So why don't we just go and click on the service and see what we get?
Okay, what do we have in there?
Somewhat similar to the service analyzer view, I would think, but on the right-hand side, it's not the same thing, right?
Okay.
It's kind of, we have service dependencies, and there is a way we can, so on top, you see this custom banking service, probably this is the title that we can edit. There is a delete icon, there's a close icon, and when you click on add dependencies, this is interesting.
There's nothing there.
It makes sense. There are no
Yes.
services, so yeah. Probably cancel out of this.
Okay, let's get out of there.
And let's go into settings and see what we have. So we have the global team there.
Okay,
That's
that
right.
transferred over. That's good.
So let's click on close. You know what? At the bottom, there is this publish icon. I
Okay.
wonder this is something that we can move the service into Service Analyzer.
I guess that's what it means, but if there's no dependencies and it's
Yeah,
just
it
a
won't
service, that's really not that valuable, is
Yeah,
it?
it won't look good to you. Yeah,
No, it
so-
won't.
So why not create one more service with service template?
Okay, we have some of those already pre-built.
Yeah. So let's use KPI AWS-EC2.
Okay.
And let me type in the name. I'll try a smaller name.
I did see
Banking
you eating
app.
some ice cream earlier, so on the snack table, so your hands might be sticky. Let's hope
Oh.
no a typo.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's blame it on the ice cream.
I mean, we on the ice cream.
Come on. About KPIs. All right, I see entity rules. These are from the service template, and
Okay.
these are the KPIs from the 6 KPIs from the service template. I create and save now. So there are two services now. So
Okay.
banking app. I click on banking app. I wonder what it show because we created from the service template. Okay, so I see the service template link here. That's interesting. So we do want to create the dependency between the two, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably from the custom banking to the banking app. So let's just click on custom banking, add dependencies. There is the banking app.
Okay,
Click on
so it looks like it's showing up. Oh, look, service health score. That one's valuable. Let's,
and all the other
there's all the
KPIs.
other ones.
So let's click on service health score.
Yeah, that seems the most useful right now. Green button shows up. See what happens. All right, a relationship.
Yeah, and I cannot publish it yet.
Oh, I wonder why. There's like that save as button seems.
Yeah, so that seems like because we actually added the link between the two, we want to save those draft changes before we actually publish.
Oh.
So let's try that save. I'm just guessing, let's see.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what happens when you save draft. It looks like it's going
draft
through
is-
some level of validation to ensure that things are actually working the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah, and the publish button is now,
Now it's live, so it's going to go through another check even.
yeah.
Interesting.
So let's go ahead and click on publish. Publish, yeah. Validating. Validating two services for publishing.
Oh, what did you do? Did you break it?
Let me click on the conflicting titles to see what's going on. I click on it. So on the right-hand side, the banking app is highlighted. So I would think that when we are actually publishing, there is something that is going on with banking app. I wonder.
Oh, wait, there's that other service that was already created in our service analyzer.
Yeah, probably let's go to services and see if we have the same conflicting name there. If I get the mouse to work, yeah. Configuration
Sticky fingers yet again from that ice cream.
services. And loading, oh, yeah. there's
All
a
right,
banking app, yeah.
that looks like it already exists. Amar, we
Yeah.
got to come up with more creative names besides banking app.
I was using custom before.
Okay,
I was
okay,
typing-
fine.
Yeah,
fine,
so
fine,
I can
fine.
go back
Let's
and
go
change-
back and rename it so we can actually publish these services. These people are waiting.
Right, sure. Okay. Configuration, service sandbox. Hoping to just go ahead and rename the name and the publish to work magically now. Go ahead and click on banking app. Click on the banking app edit icon. Change it to custom. No mistakes this time.
No mistakes, congratulations. We've made a
Save as
new creative
draft.
name. All right, it's saving, it's going through the same validation as it did
Done.
last time. Green means good. I think we can
We
publish.
can publish now. Let's see. Validating the two services for publishing.
Keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't actually go red again. Oh, right, I see green.
Right.
is
So the two
progress.
services are now, seems like it is validated,
All right.
but it has not published yet. It says ready to publish. Oh,
So many validation points just in case things break. They really don't want us to break existing services.
yeah, it makes sense because you don't want the production to break as soon as you publish something from the
That's fair.
service sandbox. So it makes sense. So let's click on next. Actually, yeah, these two look good. Three look good. Click on next. And
All
it's
right,
publishing
it's
the
going
two
through
services.
Publishing.
Yeah, the two
Oh.
services are published.
Does that mean it's successful?
Looks like it says there is a view in Service Analyzer.
Okay. Okay.
Let's click on it and see what we have there. This is the service analyst. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's that one service that was already created that messed us up a little bit there, and then the two services, and one is connected to a service template that we also just pulled in
Yeah.
using Service Sandbox.
Right.
All right. Wait, hold on. Oh my God, my phone is ringing, or it's vibrating.
Okay.
Amar, I have an email.
Okay.
I think it might be useful.
All right.
So it looks like our friends over in the other team sat down with Splunk Professional Services and actually made a CSV, so I think we can use that other box now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll send it over your way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can-
hitting your inbox.
Okay, let's go back to the configuration. Service sandbox. Interesting. So the services that we publish are no longer visible in the service sandbox anymore.
New adventure? New adventure time? Yeah.
Yeah, new adventure. That's right. So yeah, I got your email. So let's go to import content, import from CSV.
Okay,
So-
this looks familiar. I feel like I've seen this in other parts of ITSI. So I assume if you just pull up that CSV that I just emailed you,
Yeah.
we should be okay.
Right. I'm using that CSV, banking service. So it's, okay. So it loaded the CSV file. It's a file preview with the title, child service, parent service template name, and bunch of records.
Okay, it looks like they mapped out quite a bit of services, but I don't love the names. But if it's following the same import CSV as the other parts of ITSI, I think I can change it.
Yeah, so I think when you click next is where you can actually select the columns that you want to map between
Yeah.
the, yeah, so
do
let's
it.
click on next.
Okay, child service, probably a dependency.
Yeah, that should be dependency. Dependent services, parent service,
Okay, that's probably a title, most likely.
yeah,
Service title.
okay.
Templates, I don't really care about templates right now.
And team, let's keep it global.
Global.
Right. And I do see 58 services, probably those are the ones from the
Yeah, once
preview.
we didn't do the template thing, I
Yeah.
think that's all that's left.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all of so it's populated with the information about the service title and dependency. Let's go ahead and do the import now.
All right, let's import it.
Let's import it.
Hopefully it'll be more than the two services the last time. That was a
Yeah.
big CSV.
Okay,
Okay,
it's importing.
all right.
wow.
Oh, I blinked and it's done. 7 seconds, world
Yeah.
record.
74 services. That's really good.
Yep,
And
I should tell the engineers. They did a great job.
Yeah. All right, let's go to View Sandbox now. See what's going on.
Okay.
Wow. Ooh.
Whoa, a tree, not just two. That's a lot of different nodes and trees with parents and children.
Yeah,
It's a whole family.
that's true.
Yeah.
Whoa. So this is banking services. I clicked on banking services. All the dependencies are shown here. If I hover on top of it, I see the lines, the dependency lines and stuff.
Okay.
This looks good, and there is this publish button also available.
Okay, so it doesn't show up the save as draft like it did last time. So I guess it went through the validation when I was already importing the CSV.
Right. So let's go ahead and do the publish now.
All right.
It's validating the 74 services for publishing.
Okay, so 74 is a lot more than two.
Yeah.
If I'm doing my math correctly. So
Yeah,
it should
you're
take us a little bit of time. Oh, it's already done. Okay. Okay, so everything's green. We like green. So it looks like there's that title thing. So I'm
Yeah, that
assuming
one.
there's like a sorting motion.
Yeah,
That's
there-
kind of nice.
Right. So yeah, the arrow allows you to sort results.
Yeah. But I don't love that title is the only option.
That's right. Yeah.
I think I should tell the PM that she should tell her team to add status errors. That would be really valuable.
Right,
Like
that-
last time it was red.
Yeah, that's true. If there are more, like 20 different errors, you might want to.
Yeah, that would be more useful than
Yeah,
this title.
that's true. Okay. So now that the validation is done and it's ready to publish, probably we can just click on next and we.
Let's go.
Yeah. Next. It's publishing, so Center for Services.
All right.
I can zoom in and out. Okay, this is cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool. While it's publishing, I can still zoom in and out to triple check that anything could potentially go wrong, or
Yeah.
if I would just want to collaborate with somebody in the process.
Yeah. And it's also cool that you're seeing all those 74 services on the left-hand side, the graph with all greens. That gives you a good feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Green is always a good
Yeah.
feeling.
So now that you're done, probably we can click on View in Service Analyzer and see how it goes.
All right. In theory, if I go to Service Analyzer right now, I would be able to see all those services. Oh, look,
Yep.
there she is.
Yeah. We have the whole tree here.
Okay.
We have the old tree that we published previously and the one rogue application that was there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
The
good.
whole gang is here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like all of our
You're done.
services are now published.
Yeah.
Because we made it into in-service sandbox.
Right.
All right, friends. That is exciting. Demo over. All right. All right, if you enjoyed our bad jokes, but more importantly, if you enjoyed Service Sandbox, like I said, ITSI Service Sandbox is now in beta and is open to the public to apply. Once you apply, if you are interested in applying, you should go to voc.splunk.com/preview ITSISS. And once you go in there and you're trying to submit the application, it is not very mobile friendly, but you just have to scroll, zoom out and zoom in a little bit. But there should be 3 questions asking you what your role is, if you're an ITOA admin, how long did it take for you to do service decomp. We just want some of this data to better understand how we can improve. And then once you fill out the application, it'll say success. It goes to me. I will 99.99% chance approve you. Then we can set up some time for us to set up time with you, and then you click through some of the Service Sandbox capabilities, and then there's even some future ones that I have not mentioned in this talk today that are very forward-looking that we would like your opinion on that would fall under different NDAs. And so with the beta program, even though we do have the beta, there are a couple of things that we already think we should keep on the roadmap is improve syncing, RBAC, multiple users, for example. If more than one ITOA admin is within the Service Sandbox, or for example, in this first iteration of Service Sandbox in the beta, there's only one Service Sandbox, which is great, but most of the time if you're going to different teams, each team would in theory have their own sandbox that you're collaborating with, so multiple sandboxes would be more useful. Now, even with some of these roadmap items, we know that within a beta program, it is your job to give us feedback, and it is for us to take that feedback. If at some point your feedback results in other capabilities that are more important, we downgrade some of these pieces and features, and we add yours. So this could change it up, which is why we have that forward-looking statement by legal at the beginning where things could possibly change. And so, bless you, at a high level for the beta/preview in the next 6 to 12 months, we announced today that public preview in general for Service Sandbox is now live. Preview will be open through August, and then 2024, unless Amar breaks something in the process, No? Okay. We will have Service Sandbox 1.0 for you, but Service Sandbox is one of those things where we will continue to iterate on. It's at least 3-year motion is not one of those things that's going to be one and done, because it is a huge pain point for not only our end user customers, but our professional services teams, our partners that implement ITSI on our behalf. It's something that we continually want to improve on. So for those of you that might have fallen asleep or didn't think our jokes were that funny, it's okay. We have a summary slide. So sign up for the Sandbox beta and fill out the questionnaire, accept those terms. It'll go to me. I'll probably approve you. If you want to look into more future-looking statements that are not mentioned today, we do have the Innovation Lab on the show floor. You do have to sign an NDA that is more other other things that we will potentially include. We'll ask you for your feedback. There's other things in there besides ITSI related things that are future looking. So come to the Innovation Lab. Please rate our session. Please think we're kind of funny so that we can come back and be here next year potentially. And we're happy to chat with you guys afterwards, either here, at least until they kick us out of the room, and then on the show floor. All right, and they said I have to put this slide up for a learning quest. So scan and have fun. And that is all.
Thank you.
So for questions, our friends back there in the Tech AV team said if you do have questions, please try your best to come to the front. Don't be shy and ask at the mic. If you don't have questions, that is okay too.
You get free claps.
First person. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Existing production service.
To add on to existing production service. Yes, that is one of the, so I think the question was, is it possible to append to existing production services in Service Analyzer using the Service Sandbox? So right now, that is not something that will be available during the first iteration of Service Sandbox, but it is feedback that we have heard quite a few times at this part. Engineering tells me it is a lot more complicated than product thinks it is. So it is not gonna be in version 1, but just know that it is one of those forward-looking things that it will come in a later version. We are very aware. Yes. First. We'll clap for you too if you want to go next.
Thank you for all the information. Is it possible to have just more than one sandbox? Because if you're developing, maybe it's a break, or if you stop and you will go on with another one?
Yes, one of the things that we want to make sure that we include within the general availability targeting the 2024 January, hopefully, timeframe is the concept of multiple service sandboxes, because we do realize that one sandbox is fine, but most of the time you're working on something, you want to save a draft, you want to go do something else with another team, you create another sandbox, and so you'll have a list of different sandboxes. We do have some mock-ups for it, it's just not necessarily in product yet, which is why it didn't make it to the beta, but it is next on our roadmap, and the engineering team back home is already starting to implement it, actually. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, anyone else?
More claps.
More claps? We will clap for everybody that is brave enough to go up. All right. I know we're also in between you guys and like happy hour or something along those lines. It's been a very long day for all of us. So I see head nods, so I will take that as a sign. I am very thankful that you all came out and joined us this late afternoon. So thank you so much. Claps for all of you.
Yep.